Hello, basketball fans. You've got it on 2K Sports as we get set to bring you an exciting NBA basketball game. This is Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony and Doris Burke. And roaming the sideline for tonight's game, our Allie LaForce. This game will wrap up the homestand here for the Raptors. In this matchup with the Spurs, it's their first meeting of the season. A year ago, they each gained a victory at home, but couldn't secure a win on the road.
Not exactly a game that everyone will be talking about here, but both of these teams can show flashes at times.
We're seeing two teams that could be building more for the future, trying to instill a winning culture, and we'll see which team takes a step in that direction.
And some good young players on the Raptors, but Doris, what's their path to contention?
Well, obviously, they have some quality basketball players. Scotty Barnes is right at the top of that list, a really well-rounded player. But here's the reality for every team. You need a well-constructed roster 1 to 15, and you need to have some depth. The season is long. The possessions in the game are fast. It is really about the totality of your group.
And so here's Toronto. After the basket by San Antonio. Pass to Ingram. And the dunk by Poeltl.
I think this guy is a threat to throw it down every time Poeltl gets his hands on the ball. This guy has tremendous size and takes advantage.
Here's Fox. Goes up and lays it nice and easy.
That's a great beginning. 3 for 3 from the floor.
It's Ingram on the wing. Back to quickly. There's the pick. Just 5 on the clock. And it's Ingram missing.
I'd go back to that shot again. That's a great look from the mid-range.
And now let's swing it over to Allie LaForce on the sideline.
I caught up with Coach Darko Rajakovic. I wanted to know what his defensive scheme was against De'Aaron Fox, and he told me we need to limit transition opportunities because that's when he's really dangerous. Speed is one of his biggest strengths, so we need to slow the game down to our pace. Let's see if they're able to accomplish it. Kevin, back to you.
All right, Allie, thank you. And the dunk by Barnes.
I like the aggressiveness of Barnes. A much better player when he's attacking.
Pass to Ingram. Screen by Poeltl. From 20 feet out. And that one's good. Ingram's got his second bucket of the night.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
You know, we see this all the time. You're basically, as a defender, hoping the man misses rather than putting in the work to get over screens.
Here's quickly. After the basket by San Antonio. Pass to Ingram. And the rejection by Wembanyama. Wide open look here for Murray. A three-pointer, no good. Raptors trailed by 4. And the speed of De'Aaron Fox. Wow. He gets up the court in a hurry.
And you combine his waterbug quickness with the towering size of Wembanyama. It's a 1-2 punch that promises to confound opponents for years to come. How about the head of steam he's able to generate right there and just gets to the rack really easy.
To the paint. Here's Poeltl. The tray. The rebound by the Spurs. Here's Wembanyama for 3. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Wembanyama's got 7 points in the game. Pass to Barnes. And Poeltl has it in the corner. Here's Ingram. Looks good, is good. Bucket number 4 from the field. He's taken only 6 shots.
Great job of just letting that play develop. Ingram showing you a lot of IQ there. Oh, he just punches that one down with a fury.
He rubs it in a little deeper with the hanging finish. Pass to Ingram. And it's good off the back of the rim and in. 12 points for him.
Boy, this guy's been a monster this quarter. His team has needed it. Back
to Fox. He's looking for Wembanyama and finds him. And Pirtle sends it back. And so it's Victor Wembanyama making things happen for the San Antonio. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1/4 of action so far. And a moment here to take a look at some of the hustle stats for San Antonio.
They have started this game looking to push the tempo, and it's working for them. Great job of scoring in transition.
They've also done a really good job taking advantage of miscues. Their defense has been stifling in this one.
Just great anticipation and awareness to come up with the steal and then trigger the fast break.
Pass to Harper. Lets it go with the three. Hits it from three-point range. Well, Greg, you've had a long NBA career, so I'm curious, what's one of the biggest changes you've noticed since you've retired?
Well, one that doesn't get talked about enough, length. Players these days are just longer, especially in the backcourt, and that wing position. Feels like every team has a guy 6'9" or taller that is a pure perimeter player.
Edwards with it. He's picked up by Harper. And the dunk by Barnes.
You know this about Scotty Barnes. This guy is an exceptional athlete. That is above the rim.
Outside Harper. Pass to Cornette. It's stolen by Edwards. 2-on-1 as they jump out on the break. Barnes can't get it to go. Spurs leading by 3. Now we'll hear from Allie LaForce, and she's got a story for us. An update. Allie?
Thanks, guys. R.J. Barrett, the son of a pro hoops player. He said, quote, as a youngster, my dad programmed me to be aggressive. He always told me, go to the rim, live in the paint. When you do that, you not only score, but you force the whole defense to collapse, and you can make easy plays to hit shooters. Back to you guys.
Playing with purpose. Allie, as always, we appreciate your reporting. Edwards can't hit.
And if that's the best look you can get on a possession, what a waste of a trip down the floor.
Well, missed opportunities, and they can certainly add up. You cannot afford to take that kind of shot.
Raptors trailed by 5. Here's Barrett. And it's Harper with the rebound. And it's the Spurs ball. They'll be off to Brooklyn for a meeting with the Nets after this one. That puts them squarely in the middle of this 5-game road trip. And when you talk about Dylan Harper, Greg, just how impressive is his skill set?
A tall guard with incredible handles and elite elusivity. He already has an impressive command of the pick and roll. Harper, I believe, is primed to be a special player in this league.
Boy, still trying to get comfortable out there right now.
Outside Edwards. It's stolen by Monk. Oh, and here comes Monk all alone. And Harper slams it in.
Oh, showing the hops there. Harper can get up with the best of them.
And timeout called by Darko Rajakovic. He's going to have a discussion on the sideline. And so quickly, we'll bring it up for Toronto. 7-point differential. Screen by Pirtle. Pass to Ingram. Hands it from downtown. Ingram's got 15.
Silky three-point shot by Ingram. Just goes to the arc and knocks it down.
And it's Brandon Ingram with the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
I mean, I like the call. I thought the defense was just there a little late.
Here's Fox. Wembanyama down low. Pass to Murray. 5 to shoot. That drops. Nice feed that time from Wembanyama. Murray's got his second bucket.
And he never stops working. Murray keeps the feet moving and just never out of control. Great play there inside.
Here's Fox. Wembanyama outside. Pass to Barnes. And it's San Antonio with another.
And they're passing the ball very crisply here.
Raptors trail by 8. Now, quickly. Still without a basket. And that one's good. Ingram.
And that makes it 2 3-pointers in the quarter so far and 4 for the game.
It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game. He what a slam from Wembanyama.
And we talk about how Wembanyama makes the wow plays. Wow.
And that one's good. Ingram.
Just doing what he can. He's competing, and he's converting.
And he has really kept them in this one. The high effort level. Now the rest of the team has got to step up.
Ingram outside. And a close game so far through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. It's the Spurs up by 5. We'll see you back here after the break for third quarter basketball. And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. Here's Fox. Murray outside. Nice ball movement by San Antonio. Just 4 to shoot. Back to Barnes. Toronto grabs the miss.
Boy, defense has to feel fortunate there. That's one he normally knocks down.
Inside. And the dunk by Pirtle.
I think his frame makes him very difficult to deal with as a roll man. Pirtle can set a mean screen.
Fox with it. Pass to Barnes. On the wing, Barnes. He's looking for Wembanyama and finds him. There's the 3. And Harrison Barnes gets the 3. Barnes has got 10 points in the game.
That's called working the catch-and-shoot game to perfection. Barnes on balance and on point with his shot mechanics.
And stolen by Barnes. To the middle. Here's the fast break. Wembanyama leading the way.
And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that. That's your only option.
It's his first trip to the line. And thus far in his career, GA, Victor Wembanyama is averaging well over 3 blocks per game.
Matter of fact, if he can maintain this rate, he's on pace to average the most blocks of any player in NBA history, surpassing the towering Mark Eaton.
Spurs leading by 8. Just over a minute and a half played here in the third. And there's a whistle that goes on Scotty Barnes. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far. Now off the inbound. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Maybe the most tight teenager since LeBron James. Wembanyama is the poster child for upside.
And both free throws good for Wembanyama. So, Greg, in 2021, the NBA creating the Kareem Abdul-Jabbar Social Justice Champion Award. It's so great to recognize the work that's being done by so many NBA players.
It does, Kevin. And these players who are not just giving back, but giving a voice to the less fortunate and trying to shape policy towards justice and equality.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
And Doris, what you love about Brandon Ingram, he's the total package.
He is, Kevin, because he's got incredible size, great shot-making ability. He's a 3-level scorer, and you can mix his matchup on the defensive end.
Here's Fox. Some solid defense from Ingram.
Boy, he had a clear look at it. Ooh, you hate to miss chippies like that.
Now, let's take a minute to talk to Allie LaForce, courtside. Allie.
Thanks, Kevin. Spurs talent evaluators first laid eyes on Victor Wembanyama when he was 15 years old, playing on a youth team in France. At that point, the franchise was enjoying its 22nd straight winning season, but the opportunity to just maybe draft a prospect like Wemby gave them the impetus to rebuild. Back to you, Kevin.
Okay, Allie, we thank you for the report. And that one's good, Barnes.
They're great outside shooting, really fueling this run.
Here's Dick. And the Raptors miss again. And the Spurs with possession. Big stretch here going 10-2. Barnes outside. They get it back. Up top, Vassell. Tries again. Yep, it counts. Fox has got the lead up to 13 now for San Antonio.
You gotta love the determination from Fox. Refuses to let the contact throw him off.
These are his third and fourth free throw attempts of the game.
Yeah, and he wasn't someone you wanted to foul if you were defending him last season. 85% is what he made from the line.
So San Antonio going with an almost entirely new group here.
And battling injuries off and on throughout the years. Ingram is a major difference maker when healthy.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA. The lead is what it is right now.
I tell you, you can't get stops if you're unwilling to put in the work.
Crazy tough from the wiry Ingram. That's going to get millions of views on whatever social media kids are using these days.
Now, Dick. They set the pick. Plays it up and banks it in. Diggs got his second basket.
And not being as aggressive from the three-point line anymore. They had a lot more attempts in that first half.
And plenty of contact on the shot. So, 2 free throws coming up.
All the officials are all over that one.
The Spurs have been solid at the line so far. 4 for 4.
Yeah, and fairly decent a season ago, about 77% from the line.
Ingram wide open. And another basket for Toronto.
Boy, despite his efficiency, they just can't get over the hump.
Back them up. We've got 13 seconds left to play here in the third. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Once again off the mark by San Antonio. And so it's San Antonio up by a dozen here at the end of the quarter. What a night they've had in terms of their shot.
51.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first 3 quarters. Raptors trailed by 12. Outside, Barrett fires from deep. Here's Pirtle. It's hauled in by Cornette. On offense, here are the Spurs. Harper. Sohan. Monk outside. Harper wide open. It's good from about 19 feet. And the Spurs lead by 14.
Operating the pick and roll like a seasoned vet. Great job by the rookie Harper to just let that develop.
To the inside. Here's Pirtle. Rebound by Sohan. And the Spurs with possession. Outside Harper. Leaps for it. And out of bounds as Toronto gains possession. A few possessions into the fourth quarter, just over a minute played. Oh, and the jam by Pirtle.
Strong move to the 10, trying to get his guys going.
Hard not to get motivated, GA, right when your teammate makes that kind of play.
Where was the defense? No help. You can't afford to give up these kinds of buckets.
And the layup falls. Shed's got his first bucket of the night.
And I like that they're not settling. Getting the ball on the interior, 8 of their last 10 coming that way.
Harper in the corner. Shoots over Dick. The putback. Cornette. And the layup's good off the glass.
The tenacity on the interior, just battling, bringing that effort and will for second chance points.
Now Pirtle. Screen by Pirtle. Doris, nowadays we see lots of high school transfers amongst elite players. One example, Scotty Barnes.
No, exactly, Kevin. This young man attended 3 different high schools, and I think what each guy is trying to do is raise the level of competition. How about Scotty Barnes, guys? The 4th pick in his draft class, a guy who proved from the outset he was going to be reliable, efficient, versatile, and a two-way player. Pretty impressive stuff.
Now Barrett raises up. Barnes rips down the rebound. Murray, no problem with the wide-open J.
And you like Murray as a spot-up shooter. Knows where to park himself and always ready to receive the pass.
Now Barrett.
2 minutes remaining.
Wembanyama rips down the rebound. .149 left in the 4th quarter. Takes the 3, and again it's San Antonio with a 3.
Relentless in their approach, even with the game firmly in hand.
This is a textbook example of playing the possession and not the score. This team is doing a great job continuing to execute.
Birtle's shot is off.
You know, he made an easy shot so much harder, and it really cost him the bucket, guys.
And guys, what we saw here tonight is one side having everything going for them. Huge margin of victory for the Spurs.
This was a physical game.
Yeah, I mean, they were aware of the rotations defensively and were able to attack the rim.
And during the long NBA season, each contest important here tonight. Tonight's win will give them 4 on the season.
And so they win their first game against this squad. It's a 2-game season series, and they'll be going for the sweep the next time they face off.
And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for Victor Wembanyama.
You can't look back at too many major moments in this game and not see his imprint put all over it.
It drops. That's his 9th field goal of the contest. A blistering hot 9 for 11.
Making every effort to put this game on ice.
Well, just terrific teamwork. Each guy doing his part. You love what you're seeing from them tonight.
San Antonio ball. Now into the lineup for Toronto. Number 3.
27 seconds left to play in the final quarter. And Fox gets it to go.
But the truth is they've had control of this game.
And I couldn't agree more. What makes it that much more impressive, they're doing it on the road.
And here's Ingram from the arc. Rebounded by the Spurs. Here's Wembanyama. And so it's San Antonio easily taking this one. This crowd was stunned by the manner in which their team was dismantled.
You know what? Shocking. I don't care what the matchup is. You never